So, Ray Comfort. He's been on the apologetic scene for at least 2 decades. In all that time, he's done nothing more advanced than repeat ancient creationist one-liners, except I guess for the banana thing. And after all that time, despite being presented with actual information from some of the greatest scientific minds of our time, he not only continues repeating these mistaken and fallacious sound bites, but he persists in claiming that evolution says things it simply never says. Common Heathens, which, to throw in an unsolicited plug, is a pretty darn good podcast, wrestled with this issue in their review of the atheist delusion. Ray, by this point, should know better. He's been part of the conversation long enough and spoken with enough scientists that even if he holds to his flawed creationist reasoning, he should at least be able to adequately sum up the basics of what the theory of evolution actually says. But he doesn't. And after 20 years as a high-profile apologist, he still gets things wrong on such a fundamental level that many atheists start to wonder whether he's even a Christian, or rather just a manipulative showman who's made a career out of telling Christians what they want to hear. This could explain why Ray is so sloppy, even purposefully obtuse in his presentation. Like too many apologists, I suspect he doesn't care how thoroughly embarrassing his arguments are, as long as his target audience will keep paying to hear them. Fundamentalists, if I can paint them with a broad stroke of the brush, generally aren't into nuance or up-to-date information. They want to be comforted by the same silly old canards that bolster their faith and make them feel better about being a Christian. And if they'll buy tickets to hear garbage, maybe Ray is happy to give them garbage. It might be as simple as that. But I'm starting to suspect that there's something even more insidious going on here. That Ray isn't just being sloppy because he knows he can pass anything off on Christians. Beyond neglecting to make his movies good, I seriously wonder if he's deliberately making them campy to get the attention of atheists. We've all enjoyed laughing at the atheist delusion. In fact, I can remember few things I've recently laughed at harder than when Seth Andrews reviewed it with the God Awful Movies crew. But then I look at the things we're laughing at. The over-the-top silly arguments, the plainly ridiculous people he chooses to interview, and the ways in which he so obviously manipulates his footage of them. The infuriating refusal to acknowledge basic facts. And I have to wonder, is this just bad, or is it purposefully in-your-face bad? Are we getting the better of Ray by responding to him? Or does he recognize that we atheists present him with a huge second audience for his work? And is he in tune with precisely which kind of cornball, facepalm-inducing silliness will make him a viral antihero in the atheist community? Is he counting on our incredulity to help him rack up whatever views we inadvertently direct to his original video? Maybe I'm jaded, but by the time he tells people, "You're just denying God because you want your porn," part of me thinks he just has to be winking at his crew while they chuckle, and that he later has a drink and a good laugh with his on-camera confederate afterward. I know that this might sound a bit far-fetched, that there's a good chance Ray isn't purposefully setting out with all this as his primary marketing strategy, but he has to be in tune with what pushes the buttons of Christians and atheists, and on some level, I think he tweaks his work to act the part of the provocateur, purposefully trolling us for our attention and our views. We're all talking about the atheist delusion, but I have an ugly suspicion that Ray is out there laughing at us, laughing at him.